In this tutorial, we're going to be doing LeetCode 26, remove duplicates from sorted array. Now, this is number 3 in the top interview 150, and that's something I highly recommend doing if you're just learning Python or prepping for interviews. Now, what this question is telling us is, given an integer array num sorted in non-decreasing order, remove the duplicates in place such that each unique element appears only once. The relative order of the elements should be kept the same, then return the number of unique elements in nums. What this is basically telling us to do is, given this case, get rid of all the duplicate numbers. Now, what we can do is we can use a set, as sets naturally delete duplicates, so we could utilize that in our answer. Now, we'll start off by defining an empty set, and we'll name that as seen, so we could say that number has been seen or not seen. Now, we can come down and we could do nums colon as our indexer, and we could set this equal to the list comprehension here, x for x in nums, if x not in seen, and not seen.add x. Now, I'll explain this in a second, but we could run this to test it first. And you can see it is indeed working. Now, essentially what we're doing here is we're looping over every value within nums, and we're checking to see if it's been added to the set yet. If it has not, it'll go on to the second condition, but if it has, it'll just skip it as a whole and go on to the next number. Seen.add doesn't provide too much value here, but it does stop us from running errors without it. Now, I'll leave a more detailed description here for you guys, so you guys can stop and pause here and read. But now we can go and we could test it on the larger test case. Now you can see after submitting, we do get a pretty good score, and we get a 0 MS runtime. Now this definitely isn't the only way to do this question, but it is one of the easier ways, only doing it in 2 lines of code, plus the initial function. Now that's how you can solve LeetCode 26, remove duplicates from sorted array. Feel free to comment any other methods you have down below, and I hope that helps.